Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And before we start, I hope you had a very pleasant and wonderful start into your weekend. So it is Saturday evening now in Germany where I'm located, and I think it's a good time to continue my playtest of my in-development game Stardark Adventures in the Outer Fringe, which is a mixture between a board game and a role-playing game using the Shadow Dark mechanics. And so this will be session number 2, and I will just continue. So I spent a lot of time talking about this game in the first video of this series, so check that out. And our intrepid heroes are Vanessa Rill, that is her right here, and those of you who watched the last episode will notice she changed her outfit, because last episode she looked like this, because I got a couple of outfits for her, and now she's wearing this outfit right here. And this is Kel Ozen, and we just completed a little corporate delivery. So we are in the Telra Ruck system, which is unfortunately an unremarkable dump, meaning there's not much there for us to experience, because they don't really have much. But we still have an open bounty, or we located a wanted criminal, a bounty target, a quarry, as you would say, in the Card Mart system, a wretched hive of scum and villainy, which is down here. So I used this little figurine to mark this bounty location. And this is where we will be heading next. But first, we have to go through the round structure and, of course, never travel with an empty cargo hold. So before we leave, we will do some stuff here on Telra Ruck. So we have a total of 530 credits. So I made a little log here that I'm using. So crew money is 530. That's not a lot, but it's enough to get us 5 tons of legal cargo, should it be available, because on an unremarkable dump you have to roll for it. But also we will do some other things as well. All right, so first, movement. The movement phase in the round is optional. This is where you can change systems. We don't want to move. The encounter phase is mandatory, and since we didn't move and didn't leave this planet, we roll with 1d12 on the unremarkable dump encounter table. So let's see what we get. We get an 8. So let me, because I gotta use this, I don't have it printed yet. So I have a little tablet here with a PDF. So I gotta scroll around a little, but shouldn't take hopefully too long. So it is an unremarkable dump number 8. So what is it? Unremarkable dump number 8. All right. We don't want you here, strangers. The population here is very hostile towards outsiders. Make a DC 15 charisma check. If you fail, you can't take any planetary actions here during this action phase. Yeah, great. So this populace is very not very trusty, but thankfully Kel Ozen, he's got a charisma of 14, so he gets a +2 bonus, and his backgrounds are bounty hunter and mechanic. Let's see, no entanglement rolls, no. So when you gotta make a check, you have to pick one character of your crew to make the check, and I'm choosing Kel Ozen, and it's a DC 15. It's a 17. Yeah, well, I can persuade them that we don't want to do any harm, so we can take actions during this planetary action phase. And this is what we will do. So the first thing we will do, we have 530 credits. We will buy legal cargo, 5 tons. But on an unremarkable dump, cargo is only available if you roll 4+ on 1d6. So let's see if there's any cargo available to buy. And this will be our first planetary action. I mark this. So this is off camera. I have this little card where I have the faces of the round, and I got this little token where I mark those 4 actions to keep track. So first action, buy legal cargo. And of course it's not available. They don't have anything right now that we could buy. This is why it's called an unremarkable dump. All right, and you can attempt every action only once per round. So technically every character can do it once per round, but this is only for actions where you have to make like a skill check. This is not a skill check, so there's just no cargo here this round, so we would have to wait until next round. All right, but the second action, what we can always do, as we did, we can try to locate or try to figure out the location of a wanted criminal. And this is to locate a bounty target. And that's a DC 12 Charisma, Intelligence, or Wisdom check. So this is our choice. Charisma represents, of course, talking to people, making contacts. Intelligence might be data research, checking the HoloNet, sifting through databases. And wisdom is just general gut feeling, awareness. I don't want people to be forced into putting certain scores into certain stats. So some, not always, but you do have a few choices here. All right, so let's check if this is still the same here. Gamble, buy, sell, buy, use a shipyard, locate bounty target. Yeah. So you investigate the location of a wanted criminal. Succeed on a DC 12 Charisma, Int, or Wisdom check. So Kel Ozen, he's got the bounty hunter background, which gives him advantage on or when locating a bounty target. And I'm picking the Charisma stat, and I got advantage. So I roll 2d20. This is my second action, locate a bounty target. And I need a DC 12. And that's a 14 plus 2, so I do locate a bounty target. Let's roll where it's at. D12 system. It is in the unremarkable dump of Telratok up here. So, zack, put a bounty marker there as well. So, and I also put it in my little log here, because if I change the setup here, right, so open bounty on, I just put the number, system 1, so that it's faster. All right, so that was action number 2. Action number 3 is we want, if we didn't get any legal cargo, we try to make contact with the black market to buy illegal cargo. And this is also a check. So let me read this to you. So buy illegal cargo. Succeed at a DC 12 Charisma check to make contact with the underworld. And you know what? I'm thinking to, and this is why I'm playtesting this, to also I mean, why should it be different locating the black market than investigating a bounty target? So I think I will make this a choice between all those three mental skills: intelligence, stats, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I think that helps, so that not one stat is too powerful. Yeah, I think I will do this. So let's make a note. And I call this unify the streetwise mechanic. Then I know what I mean. All right, no, unify the streetwise mechanic. All right, so this is something that Vanessa will do because she has the smuggler background and she gets advantage when trying to make contact with the underworld, and I'm already implementing the change I was just suggesting. I'm using her wisdom modifier of +2, and because of her smuggler background, she's got advantage. And yeah, that's a 15. So we make contact with some sellers that want to sell us illegal cargo, but again, because we are on an unremarkable dump, and you do this after you're able to make contact. It says it here in the book. And no, so we made contact with the underworld, but they tell us, sorry, it's all dried up. There's nothing here. You picked the wrong system. All right, so that was action number 3, to try to, yeah. So it looks like that we are indeed traveling with an empty cargo hold because, oh no, I can gamble. You can always gamble. All right, so why not? I do have something to lose. I gotta lose all my remaining money. Whew. Okay, but this is easy because it's a charisma or wisdom check, and she's got the gambler background, Vanessa, so she rolls with advantage, and I also have my two luck tokens, which refresh at the start of the round. So for fourth action, we go all in, so you got to bet in 100 credit increments. So I will bet 500 credits and gamble. All right, so this is actually, it's a DC 15 check, charisma or wisdom. I'm using wisdom, of course, and I have advantage because I'm a gambler. And if I lose, my losses are cut by 10%. And of course, this time again, just like last time, first roll I lose, so I'm using a luck token and re-roll. Ah, double twos. So, and remember what I said, I can, as long as I have luck tokens, I can re-roll even the same roll. But now I'm out of luck, and this is just like last time. 12 plus 2, that is 14, so I lost. So I burned all my luck tokens, and my crew money is down to 30 credits. So 30 credits, and yeah, and that's it. And that was my fourth action. All right, so that was the action phase. Now the next round, well, this is not too bad because at the start of the round, tokens refresh. Now the encounter phase, no, wait, movement, sorry, movement. And this time I will move because it wasn't very fruitful and I do not have any money left that could do me any good. And I already know where 2 bounty targets are. No, you know what I could do still? I gotta widen my options. I can, of course, try to get a job from the criminal underworld. Yeah. So I will try to obtain a job from the criminal underworld as my first action. So we are out of money, so we are desperate. So we ask around. We already know a couple of people because we made contact with them last round, trying to get illegal cargo. So they know us. So maybe we can get a job. And that is again Vanessa, but this time it is charisma. And yeah, because this is indeed charisma, so I still gotta think this through. It depends on the situation, because this is like interpersonal interactions, got something to do with trust. So do they trust us to do a job? So it's charisma and DC 12. But Vanessa, she gets advantage when making contact with the underworld because of her smuggler background. 6-5. Damn, again, because I got them and they refresh. I'm using a luck token. Still first action. Yes, 14 and 20, finally. So after using the luck token, first action, I obtain a job from the criminal underworld. So I roll on the job table with 1d8 to see what I'm offered. And then I will roll where it takes place. It is job number 4. So let's get to the job list. Wait a minute, I'm just using the hyperlinked table of contents here. So the job list, that is, where is the job list? Encounter and job tables. Okay, chapter 3. This is why I love printed books, because you can mark pages and you can flip through them very quickly. And yeah, so here, all right, so job number 4. Debt collection. Ooh, a little bone breaking here, huh? You are hired to collect an outstanding debt for a crime lord. And it is 3 checks, strength, con, charisma. And it'll gain me 2 renown. Yeah, I take it. Let's locate where the job takes place, and it can be the system you're currently on. System number 9. Oh, this is great. This is where I also need to capture the bounty. All right, so then I have open job. Open job number 4 on system 9. This is just what I put in my... This is like your quest journal that you have in a computer-based RPG, where all your quests are noted. So I got an open job. All right, so that was the first action. So actions are optional, so I'm not going to do any more. And I will then start the next round, which means at the start of the round, luck tokens refresh, and it's movement. And I have a so this is my ship, the Smelly Cat, an old and rusty YT 1300 transport. And it's got a hyperspeed of 4, and this is all I need, 1, 2, 3, 4. So no need to make a check. So I'm not going to. I just use the hyperspeed of 4 and travel to the card mart system. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so mandatory encounter phase. Now we travel to a system, so we roll with 1d20, and this is the wretched hive of scum and villainy. let's see, it's a 12. All right, so Wretched Hive of Scum and Villainy. Encounter number 12. I gotta scroll again. I should have printed these out. Just the encounter tables. All right, Wretched Hive, here it is. Encounter 12. Ooh, now it's getting interesting. So it's a planet-based encounter. High Noon. A famous gunslinger has heard of your exploits and wants to improve his own reputation by shooting it out in a blaster duel. You may try to avoid him or her. I should put them there, then it is neutral. By succeeding at a DC 15 wisdom or dexterity check. Like for sneaking around and avoiding him. If you fail, you have to fight a blaster duel. Ooh, and this is a pretty tough enemy. All right, so and if you have 3 or more characters in your crew, no I don't, you encounter 2 gunslingers. If you win, you gain 1 renown. Okay, so I don't really want to fight this gunslinger because, I mean, what exploits is he talking about? I don't really have any renown so far, so I will try to avoid him. And now I have to choose a character who does the check. It's either wisdom or dexterity. So it doesn't really matter. Dexterity, they're both good with +3. So it's Vanessa. Vanessa, she rolls for us a DC 15. Oh wait, she's got the 2 luck. Yeah, because she also has 2 luck tokens. That's good. Oh, it's a 19. Look at this, 19. So we are lucky. So we hear that there's this gunslinger looking for us, and they want to shoot it out with us. But we stay out of sight and avoid him, and can move right into the action phase. So that was the encounter phase. So we are on a Wretched Hive of Scum and Villainy, and we don't have any money. So we will just fight our bounty target. So we don't need to again to search, because we already know that he's there. We can just engage him. And this is the action: fight a bounty target and collect a bounty. When you reach a system where you have located a bounty target, yes we did, here, card marked, you can fight the query. Roll 1d4 + 1 to determine the bounty's level. Alright, so, and this is, it all depends on the level. It's 1d4 + 1, so we can also be unlucky. It's a level 4 bounty. Alright, so level 4 bounty. Alright, so 3 + 1. The query's HP are equal to level times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16 HP. AC is 10 plus level. So AC is 14. Attack bonus is plus level. So it's a +4 attack. Damage dealt is D6 for level 1 and 2 and D8 for level 3 to 5. Alright, so it's a D8. So he's got a heavy blaster pistol or a rifle or whatever. And the bounty value is level times 2,000 credits. So it's an 8,000 credit bounty. That's good. And for a query of level 1 to 3, you get 1 renown for a victory, and level 4 plus, and it's level 4, gains you 2 renown. So if we are able to win this, we get 2 renown. All right, so now you can basically resolve combat as you like, but I want, because I made this, those regular viewers of my channel already know what this is. This is my general purpose battle grid. So let's see, the bounty is this Twi'lek here. So this is just for fluff, so to move a few miniatures around. See, camera is rolling, you can see it all. Yeah, and now we will just resolve combat using the normal Shadow Dark rules, with one exception. You re-roll initiative every round, and I streamlined it. Only the players roll, and they need to get 11 or higher to have the initiative, and if they don't get 11 or higher, the enemy has the initiative, and it is re-rolled every round. All right, so let's see how this goes. First combat, initiative, dexterity check. Doesn't matter who rolls, you pick one. I'm taking Kel because he's the bounty hunter. +3. Oh, look at this, 19. All right, so we got initiative first round. And because I'm a bounty hunter, I get a +10% bounty value. So if we kill this guy, we get actually 8,800 credits. And I roll my damage with advantage versus a bounty target. Only my damage, not my attacks. And of course, this is a bounty target. So we have the initiative, and I say that we can move 6 squares, which is near, and this is difficult terrain, and cover, so that we have a little tactical component. Cover also imposes disadvantage on the attack. All right, so I will move into cover here. I will move into cover here, and from this corner, I'm using the basically the rules from the Star Wars miniatures game to determine cover. Let me get my little stick. So if I can see both corners from one corner without going through a cover granting obstacle, there is no cover, so it's no cover. So I attack dexterity, it's +3, and I deal 1d6 but +2, and I roll with advantage, so I get 2d6 and use the higher one. So I move up here, but before I move, I say to Vanessa, it's him! Get him! Yes, look at this, 18. And that is 5 + 2, because I get a +2, that is already 7 damage. 7 damage, meaning 9 hit points left. So, pew! And yeah, I gotta make pew pew noises again. Pew! And now, Vanessa. She is... yeah, we just do what we call the cover snake in Star Wars miniatures. So she will just move 1, 2, 3, so that I will grant her cover, and she also shoots from this corner, but she does not get advantage. But she deals 1d8, and she also gets, because of her talent roll, +1 damage. So, because she's got a DL 44, which is illegal, by the way, meaning the wanted mechanic applies to us. 7 + 3, that is 10. But do I want to reroll? That would be 2 points of damage, but I don't know. But yeah. Reroll or not? I can't re-roll the damage, but yeah, I re-roll because they refresh at the end of the... So I re-roll, +3. 13, yeah, that's a hit for 2 points of damage. So 7 hit points. Now the quarry moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes cover behind this little signboard and shoots from this corner without cover, shooting around corners at Vanessa with +4 and dealing 1d8 points of damage. Vanessa's got an AC of 15. Ooh, gotta be careful now. Oh, 14. That's a hit. 14 +4. But luckily, for only 2 points of damage. And there's no natural healing in this game here, so you gotta use medkits or go to a doctor. So 2 points of damage, meaning she is at 4 hit points. Pew! Ugh. All right, and now we re-roll initiative. +3, we need to get an 11. Nine +3, that's a 12. Lucky for us, we do have or get initiative. I'm thinking, because in Shadow Dark, you determine who goes first, and then it goes clockwise, actually. And I think if it would be fairer if it alternates. Like if we get initiative, we get like the first turn basically, but then an enemy, so that we just assume that we're sitting around a table. Yeah, I think I will do this. So, like I said, this is all playtest here now. It's all fine if you do like theory crafting, but in practice, it is difficult to strike the right balance. I mean, you don't want the players to die in the first encounter, but at least I don't, but I also don't want to make it too easy. There should be some challenge and tension. So I will go with the alternate mechanic. So the initiative determines who goes first activation, if you want to call it that, first turn, and then it alternates. Yeah, I think I will go with that. So let's make a little note, alternating initiative. And if you have any great ideas, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, so Vanessa, because she is wounded, and so she, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she moves up here and shoots around corner without cover at the guy. +3, 1d8. +11 +3, that is 14. That is exactly the 14 she needs. And 7 is exactly the hit points he's got remaining. Whew! All right, so she moves up here with her DL44. Takes this guy out. So now this is great. We get 8,800 because of Kel Ozen. So we have 8,830. Now we are getting somewhere. And we get renown, 2 points of renown. I tracked this here. And I also make a note. And the good thing is, whenever you get 1 point of renown, every character of your crew also gets 2 XP. So we each get 4 XP, because 2 points of renown, 2 XP each. So we get 4 XP. XP for each. All right, and I'm using the normal Shadow Dark leveling rules. So I'm level 1, so we need 10 XP. And we can use our money also to carouse. And this is a planetary action that you can do during the action phase. So that was the first action in this action phase, actually, was to fight the bounty. That was the first thing I did in this action phase. Yeah, I think. No? I landed, and because I didn't have any money, I couldn't really do anything else. And yeah, so we can clean up and take our quest log. That was Card Mart. And the open bounty on Card Mart is collected. That was the first action. All right. So now we got 3 more actions. We are on a wretched hive of scum and villainy, and we have money, which is great. So now I'm torn again. Gambling. I mean, if I'm lucky now, I can really make some serious cash, and then we can start getting someplace. Decisions. And of course I can... Oh, no. First, before I do anything stupid, I'm visiting a doctor. So this is one of the planetary actions. I am visiting a doctor. You can heal HP for a cost of 100 credits per HP healed per character. So Vanessa, she needs to heal. And she's at 4 hit points out of 6. So that is only 200. So Vanessa heals. And Kel is still at 6, so they both have 6 HP, and 200 credits are gone. So I got 8,630. All right, and each of us has a med kit. You can use 1 med kit around. I'm thinking to buy some more. So that was action number 2, visiting the doctor. 2 more actions. 2 more actions, and then we gotta do encounters again. Okay, so I'm feeling lucky. I'm going gambling. But I only have 1 luck token left. But I do get advantage. Come on, I'm gambling. So action number 3 is gambling, and I'm betting 5,000 credits. 5,000 credits. Come on, Vanessa. She gets advantage. Advantage gambling, and she makes charisma or wisdom. It is wisdom. I need a DC 15 and I have advantage. And 5,000 credits are on the table. Please. Yes. 14 plus 2, but barely. So I win. So I win my wager, and because I'm a gambler, I increase my winnings by 10%. So I win 5,500 credits. All right, so this is great. So I have 8,630 plus 5,500. Let's do a little math here. So that is 30, and that is 11. So that is 5, 6, and 8. 14,000, if I'm not mistaken. 14,130 credits. And that was the 3rd action. Okay. Damn. you know, I could, if I can feel, I still have one more action. I could gamble again, the maximum, oh no, sorry, I can't, because every character can take an action only once per round. Kel could do it, but Kel is not a gambler. He does not get advantage on the roll, so that would be stupid. No, so I can't do that. I got one more action left. You know, since we are on a wretched hive of scum and villainy, it's easier here to locate the underworld and the black market. It's only a DC 9. And I can buy illegal cargo here. Actually, I can buy 20 tons. Yeah. All right, so also Vanessa, because she is a gambler and a smuggler, tries to make contact with the underworld. She gets advantage on this roll, so this is my last action for this round. Action number 4, I want to buy illegal cargo. And DC 9 charisma check. If you're on a wretched hive of scum and villainy, the DC is 9. Yes, 11 and 17. So we easily make contact with the underworld, and 1 ton of illegal cargo is 500 credits. So 10 tons would be 5,000, 20 tons would be 10,000. So I'm paying 10,000 credits. So I'm at 4,130, and buy 20 tons put this on my 20 tons of illegal cargo. All right, 20 tons of illegal cargo. Yeah, so 10 tons, 5,000, yeah, 10,000 credits. And that was the last action. Now we have 20 tons of illegal cargo. So you buy him for 500 a ton, you sell him for 1,000. So it's like 100% profit. And if you deliver it to a planet under military blockade, you also get a renown. Excuse me, fame was the other game. But you can deliver it wherever you want. But if you want to get renown, because you want to make a name for yourself, you got to smuggle it through military blockades, imperial blockades. And that was the last action. So we start the next round, and the tokens refresh. And the movement phase. So now I don't know if I want to move or if I want to actually carouse here with my remaining money. Because here on a wretched hive of scum and villainy, as well as in a trade hub world, the carousing result is not kept. And I still have 4,000 credits. So I think we each have 4 XP. 2 renown. Yeah, we go through the round. So movement optional. I skip movement. Now encounter. We got to do an encounter. And since we didn't move, it's a D12. It's a 4. Let's look at the encounter table. Number 4. Deep space. No. Wretched hive. Number 4. Oh, a card game. You hear about an illegal high-stakes backdoor card game and have the option to join. Optional. If you do, you can wager 5,000 credits. No more, no less. And must succeed on a DC 12 charisma or wisdom check. So it's 5,000, no more, no less. I don't have 5,000. I only have 4,130. All right, so, but let me continue so that you know this description, because this is not that easy. So you know that the check is lower, you must succeed on a DC 12 Charisma or Wisdom check to gain 1 success. So this is like a skill challenge. To win the game, you must keep making checks until you have a total of 5 successes before you have a total of 3 failures. So it's one of my standard 5-3 skill challenges. But if you win the game, you win your wager and gain 1 renown. So this is also the possibility to gain renown. And if I would have had the 5,000 because of my gambler background with advantage, I would have done it. But I do not have the 5,000. But that's all right. That was the encounter phase. And now we go into the action phase. And my first action will be, I will be carousing. And in this game, I added a little carousing section inspired by my Stardark rules, carousing in the galaxy, that I also implemented in this game. So let me check this, because we also need XP. We want HP, hit points. Yeah, all right, so carousing. To spend your hard-earned credits and to blow off steam after a dangerous mission, you can carouse. So choose how much money you want to spend carousing. The amount is the money needed for your entire crew, and determine the event. Then every crew member makes his own carousing roll with 1d8, adds the bonus, and finds the result on the carousing outcome table. And the outcome is kept at 4 on military blockade planets and unremarkable dump planets. So it's a little abbreviated carousing rule. But it's a little bit more expensive than in my Stardark supplement. So it starts with 1,000 credits and it then goes up. We will you can only do it once per round, but I will spend 1,500 credits carousing for a full day and night of drinking, good food, and some gambling. So this is the amount needed for your entire crew. So it's 1,500. I just take it from the pool money. All right, so 4,000, that's 3,000. That is 130. 130. No, 2,000. Math. All right, so I got 4,130, and I subtract 1,000, so I got 3,130 minus. I got to do this. I can't do math. All right, so 4,130, and I'll do this minus 1,500. Do this later. Okay. So that, oops, I just hit the camera. So it's a full day and night of drinking, good food, and some gambling, and I get a bonus of +1 to the D8 roll, and everyone makes his own D8 roll. So the D8 for Kel with a +1 bonus. Come on. 3. All right, so 3 is you wake up in the gutter of a filthy alleyway and need new clothing. This is just for fluff, but 3 XP. All right, so Kel now has 7, because now it can actually differ. We start with 4 each, so Vanessa has 4 at the moment, and her roll is also a +1 roll. And she's got a 4 outcome. You hazily remember that you gave 10% of your credits to street urchins. All right, so I got to calculate this. So we lose 10% of the credits, so that's from the group. But she gains 3, also 3 XP. All right, so she's also at 7. Vanessa, 7 XP. So, yeah, now I gotta calculate this. Let me get the calculator here on my on my tablet. All right, so we have 4130 minus 15, so 2630, 2630, and then minus 10%. That is, I think, 263 credits, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so minus 263. All right, 263. That is 2,367 credits left. 2,367 credits left. And now we all have 7 XP, and that was the first action, carousing. All right, so second action, again, we want to buy some more illegal cargo, because now we still got I buy 2 more tons. So let's try again to make contact. It's advantage DC9. Vanessa using wisdom. Oh, I think it was, a natural 20. Never mind what it was. Natural 20 thanks to advantage. So we buy 2 more tons. So we are at 367 for 1,000 credits. So now we have 22 tons of illegal cargo. That was action number 2. And now we get to want to transport this. So action 3 and 4 we skip. And then the next round we start with the movement phase. And of course I want to try to get this, all right, so my ship, but let's try it. It's just a playtest to see if you have still the starter ship, if you would be up to it. So I'm going to the Melmart system. It's a system under military blockade. All right, so I don't need to roll for a hyperspace encounter because I arrive in system, and I need to roll a d20 because I just arrived in system. And it's a 16. That is a space encounter. So let's see what awaits us. A 16 space encounter. Military blockade planet. What's this chart here? No, military blockade is of course the first chart. All right, military blockade 16. That is, that I'm lucky. Salvage. You come across the wreckage of a destroyed starship. A total of 1d3 tons of cargo floats in between the wreckage. You can scoop up 1 ton of cargo with a DC 15 pilot check. Make 1 check per ton of cargo. If you fail, the cargo unit is destroyed. If you manage to scoop up any cargo, roll 1d6 afterwards. All right, so we do this. Let's check first. So how many tons of cargo are floating in the wreckage? 5. That is 3 tons. 3 tons in the wreckage. So to pick up a ton, I need a DC 15 pilot check, which is dexterity plus handling. My ship doesn't have any handling. Vanessa is flying. It's her ship. So she makes pilot check for the first ton of cargo. And it's a fail. She destroys it. I'm not going to re-roll because I might need my re-rolls for other things. Second ton of cargo. It's a success. 1 ton of cargo scooped up. Third and last ton of cargo. It's a success. So we scooped up 2 tons. So now we determine if it's illegal or legal cargo with a D6. 1, 2, 3, it's illegal cargo. 4 to 6, it is legal cargo. 1 roll for the entire batch. So only 1 roll. Please be illegal. Please illegal cargo. Yes, it is illegal cargo. So 2 more tons of illegal cargo. This is pure money. 24 tons of illegal cargo. Whew, and that was the encounter phase. We were lucky. Let me check if I indeed got the right table, but yeah. Military blockade. I got a lucky break for a change. Salvage. All right, so everything else would have been, of course, stupid. I just read the encounters to you. So 13 would have been a customs cruiser that wants to intercept me and I'm wanted. So I could take hull damage. So then 14 is a freedom fighter, a rebel in peril. It's an optional combat that I would have passed. Then 15 would be a Die fighter patrol, and Die is dual ion engine fighter. So possible space battle. 16 was salvage. 17 is the navigational hazard. 18 is again a Die fighter patrol. And 19 is a Die interceptor patrol, even worse. And 20 would be a planet destroyer, so a star destroyer. So I was really, really lucky that I got the salvage. Yeah, all right. So now I'm going to land, or I did land already. I passed the... And now actions. First action, of course, I try to sell my illegal cargo. But to do that, I have to make contact with the underworld. And because it's a military blockade planet, that is more difficult. So it's not a DC 12 here, it's a DC 15. DC 15 to make contact with the underworld. Let's check this. All right, so sell illegal cargo. All right, so DC 12 charisma check, but on a planet under military blockade, you must succeed on a DC 15 check to make contact with the underworld. DC 15 charisma check. All right, Vanessa, she is a smuggler, and yeah, and she has advantage. And I will, yeah, I think I will use this rule with, because she's got wisdom +2, that can also be good. So I'm using her wisdom modifier and DC 15. Yes, 14. That's good. I would have re-rolled anyways because I want to get rid of my cargo. All right, so now, now we cash in. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm approaching my 1 hour benchmark. All right, so that'll be the last last action for this session. So action number 1 was that actually to cash in 24 tons of illegal cargo, which directly transfers into 24,000 credits. So I got 24,367 credits, and because it is a military blockade, I get renown. Whenever you deliver any amount of illegal cargo to a planet under military blockade, you get 1 renown. And if I get a renown, it also means that I get 2 XP per character. Every party member gets 2 XP. All right, so here it says, when you deliver any amount of illegal cargo to a system under military blockade, you gain 1 renown. All right, so now we are at, I think, 3 renown. Yeah, we are at 3 renown. And everybody gets 2 more XP. So Kel is at 9 XP. And Vanessa also. So shortly before leveling up to level 2. And oh, I forgot about my open job that I had on Card Mart. I just looked at my quest log, but that's all right. I can just go back. There's no time limit. All right, so notes and quests. This is fun. All right, quest log. Okay, so yeah. So I have 9 XP per character and I have 3 renown. I want to unify the streetwise mechanic. I want to implement alternating initiative. So if you see anything during these playtest sessions that you might think is broken or could be handled better or imbalanced, please let me know. The thing is that it's like also a lot of it is of course luck based. So it's actually difficult to in some things to find the right balance. But I mean, the more dice rolling is involved, the more swingy it gets. But then on the other hand, this is not meant to be a professional produced board game. This is basically like you get together with friends or by yourself. You want to experience some Star Wars flair without thinking too much about improvising encounters. And then you can just whip it out and play. So if the one or the other is not really that balanced, who cares? No, of course it should be a polished product. But yeah, so I will of course play some more sessions. So at least until these are either dead or successful, then I will see what needs to be implemented and maybe changed, and I'll let you know when it is ready. So for next time, so then again, the next video will fantasy again, because I want to alternate. But when I continue this one, I got an open job on system number 9. I got an open bounty on system 1. And to not make it too difficult, I will start the next session again with a new round. I will just skip the remaining actions and start a new round, which is fine. And then I will have an encounter on this military blockade thing. And yeah, and we will see. But I got a lot of money now that I can spend. And while I'm off camera, I think about what to spend this money on. Maybe get some upgrades for my ship, because if you have 3 or more modifications on your ship, you also get 1 renown. So if you have 3 stats on your ship that are modified, you also get a renown, because you have this well-known starship, you know, like the Millennium Falcon. Yeah. All right, so this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing it. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in the next video. And yeah, I keep forgetting, I wanted to say this in the beginning, of course. So if you like what you see, want to support the channel, please like, subscribe, share, do all this kind of stuff. And check out my Stardock products on DriveThruRPG if you haven't done so already. And yeah, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.